What's up, y'all? Sion here again today with another video. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I just got back from a fantastic trip from Washington, D.C. Had a great time, enjoyed myself, met plenty of people, seen all the monuments I wanted to see. I seen the White House, I seen Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King statue, everything. Even went to some museums. But y'all, today's video is going to talk about how you can do great things on trips and not have to spend a lot of money. So stay tuned. I'm going to give you some tips on how to save money on trips that you plan to take in the future. Like I said, I had a great time on the trip. I've never been to Washington, D.C. before. Y'all, that place is big. Stayed in a place called Bethesda while I was there. And this is the reason why I chose to stay in Bethesda. Tip one, right? It's going to save you a lot of money. One thing I learned from just traveling, if you haven't yet to experience traveling to different places, one of the things that can get you is parking. Yeah, it sounds weird because I'm from the South, or a lot of places where I go, that's the least thing to worry about is parking. There's plenty of space everywhere. But when you go up north, they tend to either don't have a lot of parking spaces or they want to charge your arm and a leg for parking spaces. So instead of me staying in the Washington, D.C. area while I was there, I chose to stay in an area called Bethesda. The Bethesda American Inn Hotel, yo, it was great. And they offered free parking. But this is a tip, though, that's going to help you. But here's the thing. A lot of the hotels in Washington, D.C., you can go online and look them up now. If you look them up, they're going to tell you that you can get a hotel for like $70 a night or $100 a night and up. Okay, but they're not going to tell you that you're going to have to pay for parking for each one of those nights. And the parking could go upwards $20 to $40 a night, depending on where you are. So that's one thing I wanted to let you all know, that when you are traveling, you decide to go up north, be mindful of where you plan to choose your hotel. Because here's the thing. You can get a dope hotel and let's say you want to be like, yo, I ain't trying to spend a whole lot of money in a hotel room. I just need a place just to stay, to sleep, and then I'm going to be gone all the time. Okay, but here's the thing. If you're up north and you get the wrong hotel, but then you got to pay for parking every day, yo, that's going to interfere in your budget to do other things. So be mindful of the hotel you choose and just see if they can have free parking. You want to make sure you can find either free parking with the hotel, or you just want to have a place where you can park and it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. Fortunately, when I chose Bethesda American Inn, I looked it up. Like I Google searched hotels with free parking because I knew I could save $20 to $40 a day just by getting free parking. So that's one of the things I did want to throw out there for you all who plan to travel up north or just plan to travel in general. Tip number two, to save you some money on your trips, right? It's going to be taking advantage of free attractions. In DC, it's full of free things to do. Like museums are free, depending on what time you go. But if you go like Monday through Friday, majority of them are free. But even on Saturday when I was out going out to check out the different museums and attractions, I ran into a lot of free ones. And I didn't have to spend any money. And another one, you might want to even carry a backpack with you because the food there is going to be high. Like $10 for a hot dog and a drink. There's going to be small things up there. It's just going to be really costly. So you want to try to avoid those things. And the best way you would do that, carry a backpack with you, put snacks in it, a couple granola bars, some water, things of that nature, stuff to keep you going. Yeah, carry your backpack with you, fill it full of snacks, and then you won't have to pay for food at the refreshment stands there in Washington, D.C. or those other places where you may be going. Keep your snacks with you, and then you don't have to buy extra things while you're out. Another tip, you can rely on public transportation. That'll save your arm and a leg. I know some people like to rent vehicles, and that's fine. You know, if you're going to rent, cool. But if you want to save money on renting, what I did was I drove my own vehicle because one of the things about it was like the rental was going to be like almost $200. But then I looked, I was like, if I go and then I got a free parking space, so my car will sit there and then I could just rely on public transportation and get around where I needed to go. And the public transportation was very cheap. We all know Uber. Uber is cheap. depending on what day you take it and the time you take it. We all know public transportation is cheap, and depending on your area you're going in, then that'll play a factor too. With me being in the Bethesda area, it was more of an upscale area, so I really wasn't worried about the environment and getting robbed and things of that nature. If you're gonna rent a vehicle, hey, that's on you. If you like driving around in the traffic trying to find somewhere to park, because that's one of the things I knew I was gonna run into up north, just parking. So I said to avoid all that, use public transportation and just go on foot. So you want to dress comfortable too. And for my last tip, y'all, I just want to tell y'all this. Do your research. I always tell you in all my other videos, your research is going to be your #1 key. Why? It's because the more research you do, the better off you'll be. So what I did before I left to Washington, D.C., I asked people who either lived there or who had already visited. And they will tell you all sorts of ways to help you save time and money. And I'm thankful for a lady I work with. She told me, hey, the best thing you want to do is, if you do drive your car, you're going to want to take public transportation, because traffic is going to be crazy for one, and then they're going to charge you an arm and a leg for parking. That tip alone saved me a lot of money. And I also used it as a deciding factor to say, if I'm not going to be using my car, where can I go for free parking? Then I ran across the Bethesda American Inn Hotel, then boom, I saved a lot of money. The hotel wasn't high due to me doing my research. I read the reviews on there. I saw what other people said about it, and I said, you know what, let me try my luck with it. The best thing to do is never ever book your hotel from the phone. I know a lot of older people that still do this to this day. Don't do that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you're going to get their hotel fee. The best thing you can do is go online. You can even type in hotel discounts for whatever you're trying to do. And you're going to see a list of sites come up. Trivago, Expedia, all those. The ones you see on commercials. And they will give you their rate versus the rates that the hotel was even offering. Well, y'all, I did want to just share that with you. Hopefully it can help you all with the trips you plan on taking in the future. If I'm able to help you in any way, holla at me. All right, y'all. I'm going to holla at you later. Hold it down. Peace.